All right, guys, here we go with today's Pro Tour round. I'd imagine we're probably a stroke off the lead right now, so let's see if we can do anything to gain some ground. I prefer the PD on this hole, but I don't have it in this bag, so we're going to go with the Sticky Sapphire. Middle chevron just over the point there, and with this one, we're going to do a little more than a half power of hyzer, just to make sure. Uh-oh. We got lucky. You don't want to hit that wall over there, but sometimes you get away with it like I did there. So I put a little too much hyzer on that one. I was trying to compensate for that wind and overcompensated just a touch. Got a couple par threes coming up though. This is not the one that's very aceable. It's possible, but it's tough. All right, we're going to aim right here with this wind. We're going to do, you'd think with a headwind like this, it's going to turn right off the bat a lot more. So you think you're going to have to add more hyzer than I normally do with this line. But you got to factor in the headwind's going to slow it down as well. So it's actually going to start hyzering early. So in this wind, I probably put about the same amount of hyzer that I do with a one wind, if that makes any sense. Just because I know it's going to stall out sooner and start hyzering quicker. So in a one wind, it would push farther before it started. Well, that worked out pretty well for me. Sorry about that beep. 68, we're gonna go forehand here to kind of compensate for this wind. Almost threw it too high, but that's just fine. Birdie on that hole is always good. To be expected, but you can easily par that hole. Let's see if we can get lucky here. So this aim point, I actually use this circle over here where I'm aiming with my thumb and put the edge of the circle right underneath, kind of see that protuberance, that little spike, I put it right underneath there. I don't know if that's making sense at all, but that's where I aim, and then we're going to put almost a full hyzer on this, maybe about that much less. And then you just hope it's on line and hope you get a good skip up to the basket. This is going to miss right, but you can see the potential there. It's a little easier to get the ace that way versus trying to ride the wall around. So another birdie, so nothing spectacular on Crow's Nest, but didn't lose any strokes either. I doubt too many people are going to get aces on either of those holes. It's probably an easier chance to ace the first hole than the second or third hole there. This one, I'm actually going to go glide skip. I don't normally throw this disc, but with this wind, it's going to keep it pretty straight. Then I can just use the extra distance that skip's going to get me to make this second shot easier. I usually go turn glide off the tee, but if it's that wind, I'll go glide skip. This one, we're just going to go roll. I just want to make sure we don't get too close to the wall. Tempted to go for that right opening over there, but don't want to risk going OB or getting stuck against the wall and risking not being able to get the birdie. 352, we're going to go just a big high roll rive and let it kind of fade over the basket. Every once in a while I get lucky off these stones, but that wasn't in line to do that. But I can't imagine there's going to be any eagles on that hole. Par 3, let's see what we got. Kind of glad it's this wind because I'm not tempted to run it. So I just like to aim way over on this left side. That way it gives it plenty of time to hyzer over to the basket, and I don't have to worry about it going long. Because in big tailwinds, you can still go long even with the sticky harp. But the harp's a great disc for this hole. 44 feet. And we got another par 3 coming up for Pioneer Bay. Another kind of somewhat boring layout so far. This wind, we're going to go turn glide on a forehand. Trying to go right under this vine here. You know you've hit a good shot if you can hit that vine in the air. So that's the goal here. This is going to be a little right of where we're wanting to go, but that turn glide stays nice and straight, so it's still going to get down here for an easy putt. Another birdie there. Let's see what course we have to finish. 2 par 3s and a par 4, so it could be just about anything. We got some Lost Island to finish. Not going for the ace here. Just going for the easier birdie. Touch a hyzer on this with the sticky sapphire. This is going to be a little left of where I like to end up, but should be on the green, and hopefully it stops when it hits the ground and gives me a putt. Rolls a little bit, but still not a bad throw in from 64 feet. Don't want the Warship, I want the Svea. All right, 2 holes, 1 par 3 and 1 par 4. So that par 4 might be our one opportunity to gain some ground here. Big tailwind here. I'm actually going to go sticky. I have to put some hyzer because it's not going to glide like the Glide does, obviously. So I want to make sure I stay away. Oh no, I just did exact opposite of what I was trying to do. Should have just went Glide and gone a little long. 107. So we got a bit of a tester here with the link. It's going to push pretty far in this tailwind before it starts to hyzer. And we able to save it. I'll take that one. That was a mistake off the tee there. I threw the sticky so I wouldn't go long, but didn't account for as much anhyzer as I would need. All right, this hole, I hate not going for this, but it's not going to go for it in a Pro Tour. And I hate having the roll rive here because you never know what kind of roll you're going to get at the end. Ideally, you want it to stop. Stop. No. Okay, it rolls the right way. Wow, that was a very friendly roll. Almost to the point where I'm tempted to run this. Oh man, these types of decisions are what kills me in this game. Because I feel like I have a good shot at making this. But if I miss, it's almost guaranteed going in the water. What do we do? What do we do? I gotta go for this. Would be a way to get that stroke back from yesterday. So here we go, 149. Come on, get there. No. Oh, we got lucky. Dang it, I thought I played a little downhill, so I took a little off, and it was downwind too. Just didn't quite want to carry far enough, but we got away with a run at least. So pretty mistake-free round, 10-10 rating. I still think we're going to be down a stroke to a few players, but we're at least in position to have a chance this week. 22, yeah, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 players at 23, so not much room for error, and I made that one mistake yesterday, so that's what puts us a stroke back. Would have been awesome to get that throw in on the last hole, but no such luck. But there you go, guys. Hopefully this helps, and as always, thanks for watching me play some DGV.